change. I'll just write it.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
Huh?
I'm gonna write you the check for the
Hey.
air.
Okay, just to let you guys know, I have to be off at 4:30.
Okay.
For all future things, I am not available this semester through Monday and Wednesday from 3 o'clock to 30. I am completely unavailable this semester. So no meetings, nothing after this one. And I got a half hour tonight.
Okay.
He's supposed to be here, not there. Mr. Bob, Dr. Bob,
Say what?
you're supposed to be here and not us looking at you like this. I wanna touch you.
Well, where are you at? I'm here. I'm right here in the classroom.
I'm at Iran.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna go to, you gotta not on, you can't do your meetings on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday then. You want me to come to Iran, it has to be Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday.
It's very hard because we always have to check the directors if we're all available at certain days.
All right. That's my teaching schedule this semester, Monday, Wednesday nights.
I'll explain about the balance and that. We don't have a quorum yet, but Carol is on her way.
Okay, is there anything y'all need from me? Because I'm serious, I have to get off at 4:30, so we've got about 20 minutes.
You know what, Dr. Bob, you can take off the mask because you're not next to me.
I'm in the classroom is the problem, but as long as there are no students in here, I guess I can be without a mask. You know, I don't even, the only thing I see is,
We haven't seen you in person.
Can you hear me?
I can, Phoebe, I see you too.
Okay,
Who's
well, I can't come down to Inarahan either because I broke my leg. So I told Erica that I won't be able to make it. So I like person to person, but I can't.
Village, you should just make it a point. to
I
come.
can't hear you. Hold on.
I said, it's worth driving down here to a beautiful village.
I can't drive, Angie.
Huh?
It's a
I
broken
said I
leg.
cannot drive. I broke my
Oh,
leg.
yeah,
I-
that's what-
Yeah, I
They
can't
hit you
drive.
right over the-
All righty. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm setting up for my class, so
So we still don't have a quorum, but we know that Carol is on her way. So the meeting will happen.
I'm just looking quickly at what your agenda is and what we need to do. By the way, guys, y'all need to pay me for, or you need to pay UOG for the system. And sometime we need to set a meeting just to set up the system at the co-op.
Yes, I have you on the agenda. We'll approve the invoice for the payment. And then we'll schedule a date.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
if y'all think, can we take my stuff out of order? Because like I said, now I have 19 minutes.
It's gonna be. Okay, so.
Oh, y'all got a new, you've got to have a new email. That's okay. And by the way, I no longer use WhatsApp. Facebook, I'll look at occasionally, but not for official, but I've completely walked away from WhatsApp. So don't think anything you send on WhatsApp gets to me, because given all the different meetings and the junk, it's beeping every 5 minutes. So I've just put my phone away from me till I figure out how to turn off the WhatsApp. and I don't even open WhatsApp anymore. So if you think you sent me something, you didn't. It needs to come to me by email.
Erica, she said she prefers email.
Okay. Oh man, I was like, how come Dr. Bob is leaving me unread?
No, if
Now
you
I know.
send it to me, I haven't even seen it. The WhatsApp, everything is so buried in all this livestock and the co-op, everybody, I mean, it's gotten to where it's just too much trivial crap. People are treating WhatsApp like Facebook, and I just don't have time for it, to be honest. I can't scroll that off the Manila watch group because it's like, they're all just going off with somebody doing something of Mary or this or that, or this feel happy thing. I don't care about none of that junk. Anyway. And then, or someone goes on a rant. So I don't use WhatsApp anymore. I've just relegated it to the same pool as Facebook. Something to get on the weekend and try and catch up on what people are saying, but don't think looking at it. So yeah, Erica, any communication with me either need to be directly to me through phone or even better, email, because sometimes I'll leave my phone at home when I come into work, so I won't even get your phone calls during the day, but email is with me wherever I go.
You're such a busy man. Right?
I'm sorry?
You're such a busy man.
He is.
I am busy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if y'all realize, but I'm the faculty union president. It's like quadruple. 80% of my time now is dealing with other faculty problems.
I don't envy you.
Me neither.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't envy you.
Hopefully I'll be able to accomplish some stuff. We'll see. I don't know if I will or not.
Hey, Angie,
Yes.
can I borrow your wheelchair?
Yes, I can make you borrow my wheelchair.
I
did you
could
have-
finally today
Did you-
I was able to walk. But okay.
I'll talk to you later. I'll call you.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No problem.
Can you hear us good?
Yes.
On your end?
I
can.
can, yeah. I don't hear Mike in the background, but I hear Angie and you.
Okay.
Hey, guys, as y'all talk, I'm just looking at the agenda. As you talk to forestry, can we please get them to start including fruit and fruit trees in their forest stewardship and other things coming out of their nursery? Betty up on the north wants to do that as well.
Sorry, Dr. Bob, we can't really hear you that well, so we're gonna try and connect to a speaker. So just
Alright.
give me 1 second. Okay.
I'm interested in the forestry and urban agriculture.
I can hear you great, Bob.
Putting together a meeting with the forestry group. You guys should be involved if y'all want to support it.
Here.
Oh my gosh, she's here.
All right, I'm
Now
going to
we
go in 14 minutes.
Oh man, okay.
You only have 3 minutes?
14, I have 14.
Okay, we'll begin now since we have our,
And now we have a forum. But,
Okay, so Bob, go first.
I don't know, they got things they want of me. I need, yeah.
I know you got to tell them right now.
yeah. Nana, you still look like Carol. Oh, man.
wherever you want to sit.
Okie doke.
Okay, dog, we can start. Start this. Put it on
Okay.
We are on the,
Okay, we gotta hit it.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to make do with this for now, this sound.
I can hear Bob fine. I guess it's, yeah.
Well, they're trying to do a little notebook is the problem, Phoebe. If they're gonna do a notebook, they need to have external speakers and plugged in.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a
Come on.
laptop. I have a laptop.
those are dehydrated mango by 68.
Nice.
Hi,
Dehydrated mango.
thank you so much.
I want to try the mango one right now. Dehydrated. I want to try it. It's not here. It's Glenn. I'm not going to Glenn, come on. Let me try it.
Did Glenn say he was gonna come down?
He's right now, still at school. They're handling, I guess it's been crazy.
Well, that's just right up here.
Yeah.
And we can run over. So anyways, before we start, we need to start soon. Because we're late.
Yeah.
So we'll do it right, roll call that. Okay.
Mhm.
So budget, finance, you got that thing there, right? We're gonna cover that.
Yeah.
Oh, but, yeah.
I'm proud of
Sharing,
him.
sharing.
We should go to that.
Okay,
Then was gonna provide the sheet.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll work with
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Phoebes, thank you.
all right. So Bob has to go first.
Okay, I'm gonna start recording. Yes. Okay.
Ready? Okay. We're gonna call the meeting to order for the Southern Guam Shore Water Conservation District. Today's Wednesday, August 25th, and the time is 4:21 p.m. We are conducting it here in Inarahan Community Center. Erica, can you do a roll call?
Okay. Chairman Michael Uggins,
Present.
Vice Chair Angelita Mendiola,
Person.
District Director Carol Tayama, and District Director Glenn Sakai. Okay, staff, I myself am here. Erica Pangilinan, Martha Tenorio, Roxanne Akbar and Honolulu are not here with us. They're working on their project. And then our technical advisors, Dr. Bob Barber and Miss Phoebe Wall. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so we do have a quorum, so we will continue. So number 3, the approval of the meeting agenda. Can we
Mr.
get,
Chair, I move that we approve and accept the meeting minutes of August 20.
no, the agenda.
Oh, the agenda. I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, Carol second. Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So moving on to the next one, acceptance of the meeting minutes for Wednesday, June 9th, 2021.
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the minutes of the meeting of June 9th, 2021 as subject to close.
Thank you. Second. Thank you, Carol seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Moving on. Public comment section.
We'll go ahead and I'm talking
Well, let
about.
Dr. Barber, you can start, Doc. You're not really the public, but we'll give you that time.
Okay, well, I apologize. Okay, so first comment is, for this semester, I'm unavailable after 3 o'clock on Fridays. I mean, after 3 o'clock on Mondays and Wednesdays for this semester. So you'll be depending on Phoebe if you have to meet on Monday and Wednesday afternoons. From 3 to 7:30, I'm tied up with class and office hours. But today I have, for the next 7 minutes, I still got some time I can, I want to note, just so y'all know, we haven't set it up fully. We've been using pieces of it, but you do have the equipment to be able to set up a Zoom conferencing at the co-op. If we need to buy something else, we can buy it and y'all can. But I do need y'all to make a check out and pay UOG so I can get that back into my accounts to reimburse them. So that's one thing. The second thing is, as part of this, there's the network, and I'm going to probably be sending an email out next week to try and start meeting again. I've got to set up a similar system for the Chamorro Land Trust, because we're going to bring them in on this same thing. But then I want to start communicating with all our Micronesian island partners. And this would be a great way for you guys to link to the Department of Ags and the extension services in those islands. But anyway, I'll be setting those up. They will probably be on Tuesday mornings once we get started. I'll send Erica, I see y'all have a new email, so I'll send it to your new email to let you know on that. But yeah, we want to do how to write a subsistence farm plan, 10-hour training with the Chamorro Land Trust. And you guys are welcome to bring people in and participate in that. And Angie might want to meet at Linda for finding people in Arahan who have, who need to develop, half-acre subsistence farm plans for land trust. That's something we're going to be working with the land trust on in the coming months. They're not in a rush to start because they've got a ton of stuff to do, but I need to get started so I can finish my contract with them. We'll also, hopefully by the beginning of next month, hold a SARE grant writing workshop for professional producer and farmer rancher, both of which are grants that you guys can apply to. So we're going to do another grant writing workshop. So again, you can host it through your conferencing center thing. And who knows, maybe once we get the co-op going, y'all either move that one and the co-op can buy their own down to Arahan and you can hold it down there in the south for your people, or Agate or wherever you want in the south. But anyway, Mark and I are going to do that workshop during the month of September. And I'll again, hopefully be setting these plans down early next week. And so we'll let you know about that, but we'll be doing it totally by Zoom hopefully through the conferencing thing. At this point, it's up at the co-op, but we might even be able to set one up here on campus in 104 as well. So those are the two key things. Yesterday at the Northern meeting, Teddy Conception and I had a side thing of, he's really interested in trying to get forestry to look at in their forest stewardship and other programs, start looking at some core adapted food producing trees. He wanted breadfruit, mango, avocado. I suggested kataga and chaya, malunggay, and then some really well adapted, like possibly some of the citrus that work well for hedges, like the citrus and soursop and figs. But we want to start getting their nursery to produce some of these. One of the things is there's been legislation that says forestry is the one that starts mandating what goes into new residential developments. And if we don't insert ourselves, they're going to only focus on native trees. And to be quite honest, these low-income neighborhoods going in don't need native trees. I mean, it's good to have a few specimens of each to keep them going. They need food trees. So I'm hoping that you guys would support the idea as well. And if so, if Teddy gets a meeting, maybe y'all want to have a representative at the meeting too. You'll need to let me know who that would be so I can suggest it to Teddy. But that's something that we're sort of wanting to move on. So those are the things I've got. Just so everybody knows, my workload with farmers will be significantly reduced, particularly this semester, but possibly next semester as well. And you're going to need to rely on Phoebe, Jesse, and Mark more, and Quan, but because I'm faculty union president, and so it seems that 80% of my time these days is spent with dealing with problems other faculties have, and also just changing some of the university policy and working on inequities in pay we have here. But all that said, I'm just gonna, like, you see, I ignore my phone. But all that said, those are some of the key things, but I do have a schedule that looks like Tuesday and Thursday mornings are when I can possibly work on some of these other activities and meet, or Tuesday afternoons where I can work on some of these other activities. You guys have, I'm open if y'all have anything you need to ask of me or anything you need me working on.
Oh, yeah, Doc, and what about the GACD grant?
I don't know. I haven't really, I mean, I remember Erica mentioned it, but I've heard nothing since then. What's? Can you
Hey,
tell me?
Dr. Bob. So, I know I was able to catch you before you left off island. And we have this grant opportunity, or we have this grant right now to do a strategic plan for GACD. And it's supposed to be geared towards increasing the numbers of equipped participants and education and outreach and whatnot for the next 5 years. But I see that you're available Tuesday, Thursday. So if we can meet up and revisit that. So
Yeah, let's try and do that. Maybe late Tuesday morning might be good, you know, like 10:30 or 11 Tuesday morning might be a good time to try and start on that.
Thank
So
you, Doctor.
an outreach campaign and education on equip practices and trying to get people equip approved practices and getting people to want to sign up for equip. Is that what this, you got the money already?
Yes.
All right. So let's sit down and talk about it. Yeah, I'll try and pull up my past emails from you and look at it. Maybe let's just tentatively set an appointment for next Tuesday. We'll just say next Tuesday at 11 right now.
Okay, we will be off island, but but it's definitely a priority. So I can work out something to just at least meet with you all.
Okay. Yeah.
Even tomorrow.
Were you on East Coast or West Coast?
Midwest.
Well, 11 here will probably be somewhere between 7 and 9 there, depending on your time. East Coast is 9 o'clock. It's probably around 7 if you wanted to try to set up a Tuesday evening meeting. I don't know. Oh, that would be a Monday evening meeting for you.
We'll be drinking coffee. 7 at night, right?
That's right.
We'll try that.
Okay.
Okay, check the time zones and let me know, and I'll once you get settled and look what your time zone is and figure out anywhere from a 10:30 to a 12:30 meeting that fits you guys. I think that'll probably be between 7 and 9 at night. But send me, maybe resend me the documents.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Bob.
So what about the outer island? Outreach?
Oh.
Yeah, Doc, remember we mentioned to you about using your network here to reach these outer islands, right? Like the
Right.
FSM and all that. We wanted to bring them into the conservation districts and all that under the NACD and all that. So.
Okay.
So I know we'll get your thing up and running, right? And we do some training, but I would also like to, maybe you can help us work out something to set up some kind of communication with them or something and see what their interest is or whatever, if they wanted to participate in or joining our,
Sure. Let's make one of our first trainings after Mark and I do the grant, maybe 2 weeks after that workshop, maybe 2 weeks after that, we can do one where y'all can talk about soil and water conservation districts, past history of Guam's cooperation with the rest. Mark and I can share what we did Jesse can share what we did back in 2007 with the conservation districts, where we brought a Department of Ag or an extension person and a farmer from each of the islands to here to look at forming an organization of Pacific Island conservation. It went great for about a year after that, then it stopped. If y'all want, we can talk about that and the possibility. And what we can do is try and have at that meeting, people from the Department of Ag, people from, if they have NRCS out there, NRCS and some of their farmers, and we could look at doing a horse and pony show of the kind of things we could do.
I think that was one of the topics we were possibly exploring on, you know, teaching when it was our workshop term. I don't know if I'm getting that correct, but we were supposed to explore topics, and I think that's our
that's right.
strength. It's just making the connection of, with the farmers and the resources available.
I think we could, I think, and we could talk about that on the Tuesday meeting as well. You know, I notes because
I want to add to this conversation in regards to bridging with the other island nation. I just want you guys to remember there is it was, I don't know, we just have to reactivate that, the Pacific Basin, and that already has its all the making of it, and the only reason why it failed, the problem is they don't pay their dues. So Guam was carrying it for a long time, and that's why it kind of just phased out. But there's something to do. We should have it on file, the Pacific Basin. Ron and Kirwa always share that. But it's something to look into. They
well, maybe what you guys could do, since some of you are going to a meeting with the national group is, or the regional group, is ask, is there any funds in the regional group to pay the fees for some of these under limited resource islands like Ponape and Chuuk, Yap, Marshall Islands, Palau. You know, American Samoa should be able to come up with their own. But really, when you look at Micronesia, you know, the former trust territories, the American protectorates, I guess is the way to say it. The way y'all could talk to them about either waiving their dues or looking at a regional organization at the Western Regional Organization of Conservation Districts and see if they can support them so that we can bring stormwater conservation districts to all the islands and see. Y'all might do a little lobbying while you're at the meeting. And if you need me to come on in an evening discussion with some of the people when you're out there, I'm happy to.
Well, anyways, Doc, yeah, what we wanted to do, we established this communication, and if everything looks good, what we're thinking is bring them to Guam, right? And we're trying to get national organization people to come to Guam to hold a Western Pacific or whatever it is, regional type get together there and get things going. I thought you don't answer your phone. But yeah, Doc, and then if we're in the States and we hook up with you next week with them for the meeting, there is one lady that wants to meet you. Her name is Ariel Rivers,
Okay.
right? And she's the Pacific region rep. She runs the Pacific region. So she's the one that we've been working with on the NACD part. And so we'll introduce you to her also on that meeting, if anything, if we can get her.
Yeah.
And she can help elaborate more on this project that we're trying to do.
That sounds good. You know, so why don't we get her in on the meeting when we're talking, and I can talk about what we did back in 2007 through 9 and some of where the problem fell down in that their local governments don't support their soil and water districts, unlike Guam. And so it was a problem. You know, there's a huge group in the CNMI that would like to be engaged. And then you've got a few in Ponape and a few in Chuuk and Yap, if I remember correct, that were actively wanting to be engaged, as well as American Samoa had as a pretty good farmers organization. So we can talk. Maybe what we should do is just we'll explore that. Send me a note, anything you can on this woman, and I'll just plan on the Tuesday evening meeting, my time. Talking to you guys, I mean, Tuesday morning meeting, my time, Monday evening, your time. We could talk about that more.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to leave right now because I've got another meeting I got to go to, and I'll be in touch.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks for
Where do I go?
Bye-bye. Phoebe, you handle it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I never have as interesting or informative things as Dr. Barber. but is it my turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it my
Yeah,
turn?
anything you want to talk about?
Well, I really want to thank you for your support for the 3G community garden in Agania. I thank you so much. I would have been there. I was invited, but like I said, I broke my leg. And anyway, so I noticed that the things in the paper, that's where I got my information, but it says the lieutenant governor and senators and the governor, they attended. And then the governor is behind this, food sustainability. And I noticed
Yeah.
the Department of Ag was there. And I think between 3G, and then there's also the Guam Sustainability Culture, and then Yoji, I think we could, God willing, have a community garden in every village. Because somebody called me yesterday about community gardens and he wanted to put his give his input. So I gave him contact numbers for the Guam Sustainability Culture and also Sea Grant and Center for Island Sustainability. And also, I don't know if you know this, but Dr. Schlub, the plant pathologist for Extension, he's retiring in January.
Yeah.
And then Roger, his assistant, passed away. And he's the one mainly dealt with the plant diseases. So he's gone. So we'll need a plant pathologist for Extension. And then the one for research, Andrea Bloss, she resigned in 2020. So the dean put an application announcement out to folks so that we could get someone temporarily or long-term for that position. Because without the two of them, it's really going to be tough.
So that Bloss is no longer a UOG?
No, she resigned.
Okay.
No. So I just pray that we get somebody by January.
So even at the Department of Agriculture, they're, what do they call where Glendula is again?
Well, that's biosecurity. Yeah, that's biosecurity, which is different than plant
But they
pathology.
lost their doctor, I forgot his name. He's gone already. So
Oh, I wonder who that would be.
I forgot his name. He's gone, and then oh man, they had trouble there last week.
Yeah, I saw they were. Was this at the community garden thing or not? Just by themselves?
No, but right now, from my understanding, Chris Rosario is the only one really doing anything there.
Chris and Jathan?
Glenn Dula.
Oh, Chris Barrett? Baharan?
Rosario. Chris Rosario.
Oh, okay. And there's Chris Leon Guerrero that's with he works in the plant nursery now. He's good.
Oh.
But
anyways,
Christine Faharan is the chief for forestry, and I don't know anything else.
Okay.
I'm interested to know who the doc over there at biosecurity is.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's gone. I don't know if he retired or he just moved. I don't remember what they said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know. And then John Borho's still there?
The reason why I mentioned that is because they're trying to hire the same also. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's also a pathologist position, right?
Oh, no, he's biosecurity, but so he's like invasive species and things like that. And so we're in a pickle. Well,
yeah.
I'll let folks know if they don't already know about the fellow over there at biosecurity. Because there may be someone on island. Anyway, I won't ramble because I have thoughts, but I won't.
Okay. We're good?
Yeah, anything?
All right.
So Eric and I had talked about at one time doing some workshops regarding just gardening and growing crops, and mainly gardening. If we could do community gardening, and then Angie and I can do this enabled gardening since we're kind of handicapped right now. So anyway, but what's that?
We had a lot of plans to do, thinking that this pandemic will go down, but instead it's worse.
I can't hear you. Anyway, maybe we can talk later because I can't hear you.
No,
Okay.
what I was saying is that we had a lot of plans for outreach regarding
Yes.
gardening, but we're
Right,
waiting for the pandemic to go down, but look at now.
right.
It's
Oh, it
even
just
worse.
keeps going up every day.
Yes, that's because people are not
Significantly.
getting vaccinated, but anyway, just want
Yeah.
to report that we have talked about other,
Yes.
outreach
Right,
workshop, but we're waiting for the pandemic to go down, but instead it went the reverse, it got worse.
yeah. And also
Just
my
have to play
leg,
it by ear.
also my leg and mainly my knee, that's where I'm broke. Not my knee, my ankle.
Yeah, I'll be
So
calling you.
I'll
to go
buy,
out
yeah, I'll
Wednesday.
kind of be, I don't know,
Okay,
because I'm
thank you.
older, it's gonna heal later. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bye, thank
So I
you.
get off, right? Because you're having your meeting?
It's up to you, you can stay.
No, I'll just do work. So I'll
Yeah,
see y'all
okay.
later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bibi.
You bet.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
We'll just get hold of each other.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to number 6, standing committee reports. The first item will be budget and finance.
Okay, that's us.
Yeah,
In your packet, yes, we've included the kind of a budget snapshot of where we're at with all of our finances and what's still pending to be paid out. So as we come, we are going to begin closing out. We saved a lot of money, or we saved a lot of funding, yes, and that we can use for other efforts that we couldn't budget for. So great job on that. And
So our supplies, remember there was a comment made on one of the meetings that our supply is very low, but we're still doing dues?
We can hear each other now.
What's that?
Facebook Live couldn't, I mean, YouTube Live couldn't hear us.
What is
Okay.
this education symposium 5,000?
So what we did was we budgeted or we appropriated or allocated money rather out of our budget to cover the educator symposium.
We have transferred that money already?
No, so I know that last meeting we talked about GACD being the one to sponsor, but because of the time, we went ahead and just carried out the
Like we've been
sponsorship.
doing for years.
Yes, like we've been, and we're okay because it's a program that the districts run. So we did follow all procurement guidelines for the event. So we're good on that. So it's still here. We didn't give it to GACD.
So on the travel, we are adding everything to close out the school year. I mean, the fiscal year, school year.
Yes.
Okay, so that's including the
Yeah,
upcoming?
yes.
Okay, I move that we. This is for
Yeah. So every year we budget about 6,000. That covers 5 directors, 2 meetings a month. So in actuality, because we haven't had that other director, so there's a big chunk of money that was not used for that. And then of course throughout the year.
But this stays within our budget, right? I mean,
Yes.
that will be-
Yeah, so what happens is we can either reallocate the remaining to another object category or,
If you can leave it there, leave it.
okay.
No, because we don't need to.
Yeah.
We have to-
Well, that's,
We don't want to lose it.
yeah, so we can either reprogram it for next fiscal year. Yeah, we'll reprogram it for next fiscal. Okay. Okay.
But that's,
Or we're gonna program it too.
Yeah, well, for our southern district, the board handles their own appropriations. So lucky for us, if
Yes.
we're not connected with the DOA or UOG, and where when they do not use it, they lose it. But of course, we want to use everything
Yes,
that we
we
have.
can.
Yeah, so, but of course, there's some instances where we will have cushion for in case of emergencies or rainy days where we have to tap in because we're not receiving our funding.
So
fast
whatever
enough.
it is, but we don't lose our money because we're only getting,
Yeah.
pennies.
We
does
are.
that go into a savings account or something?
It would just stay in
But it'll still be in our,
Yes.
you won't lose.
we won't lose it. But we want to always try to,
So
Use
can we
it.
program this into the next fiscal year? I mean,
if it's available, yes, we can.
whatever it is, we just want to.
Yes, so we can, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we can even encumber it for next, yeah, for projects that we know are gonna happen. No, it's always been.
Or Erica will take,
We'll take care of that.
we're not gonna,
Yeah. Okay.
Over budget and finance?
second?
Second,
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
I,
Thank you. Moving on to B is education outreach.
yes, Mr. Chair, Jacob, he was very happy and being a partner of ours, and I have been communicating with him to hold our
kind of just ease down, but I'm really for supporting it, and I want to thank the board for approving it. And then the money that they make is going to go to the two villages, Telefofo and Inorahan. So it's only fitting, So I just want to thank Erica and Martha for taking care of that. And it was very successful, I think. So I just want to report that we had Bernie Nelson help us. So she gave us her jam, and we sold 15 altogether. And so we got $30 out of her jam. And then her hutu, she gave us 3 bags and we sold it at $25 each. And so she donated back $15. And then Marta did the weaving and was selling all her product, and she made $70, which is 100% to the Valley of the Latte. So our total donation to Valley of the Latte for now is 115.
Okay, I have a question. When you say donated to the Valley of the.
No, that's for the fundraising. For
Okay, so where did the fundraising go?
it's going to be divided between Inorahan and Inalahan and Talfofo. That's what they said.
Go to where? To the mayor? To where?
To the, when they say villages, yeah.
It goes to the mayor.
To the mayor. So our donation from the Southern is 115 so far, unless, Mr. Chair, what happened to your tzada?
Okay. This is what I was thinking. But I already said that it's for the funding. So what I'm gonna do is, I will write a check to the mayor under the issue.
No. I don't know, because they're gonna put it to, everybody there donated all the, yeah. So the mayors agreed. They help, I don't know what arrangement they have, but we don't want, like Marta is from Talofofo, we don't want her to get her $70 and just give Talofofo. So let's just put it in the fund and then let the mayors and the Valley of the Latte work it out.
So who did the check go?
To the Valley of the Latte, and they gave receipt. In fact, Marta got a receipt, so they account for everything.
So Dave will be the one to distribute it.
Yeah, and then I have the money for this.
Recognize.
I know. In fact, we can even ask so that we can present, right? Like,
That's what I'm trying to get to where.
yes.
You know, the visitor on here, we're always here. That's why.
In fact, you know who gave us the leaves? It was I called the mayor last minute and he delivered. Yeah, yeah. But we cannot.
Trying to return the favor to.
Yeah. But we cannot do that because, it's an agreement between amongst the Valley of the Latte, Talofofo, and Inalahan. So they put the money there and then they split it. The weavers from Talofofo. Yeah, join. So I think we don't want to engage in that. To me, it's better we just give it, put it in the pot, and then they split it equally. Yeah. So it's up to you. You can.
Maybe you should set a date for a presentation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Recognize.
To be in.
And also, the whole.
Because I wonder too, how are the other vendors, how much is their donation, right? Yeah, but so what I'm going to do is submit the money that I'm holding, and that's how much am I holding? Anyway, Bernie really needs her money, so I gave her money of $180, and then she gave me back she gave me the difference.
So the difference, how much is the difference?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I got it oh, so she gave me
$40?
$45.
Oh,
$45 plus the $70 for Martha. So our total donation so far is 115 to him, right? Yeah. So you're not holding the money, but I'm holding the money.
So technically it's more than that. 'cause
Yeah.
They already received $120 from the meeting and.
Yeah. The 70, right? Yeah. So I paid Bernie the $180, so I need that reimbursement, and I'll just write the whole amount of 225 to sorry, I mean to the Southern, right, Erica? 225. Was $150 that we collected for the 15 jars and $75 for the Hutu. So that's at 25. So I need to give you 225, and then you have to reimburse me 180 that I paid Bernie.
So the money that I submitted, that was, the money was the 1% that we need, but also we took out already, the jams.
Yeah, that's why I need to pay the whole thing. It's only the 70 that I'm not. So I need to write you a check of 225, then you write me a check of 180, okay? And then the
So its total donation amounts to the value is
150,
150.
yes. Because Bernie's is 45 and then Martha is 70. And Martha has, you have the receipt? Maybe you should submit it.
Is what I have with the receipt, that's how much.
Oh, you made 120?
Yes, 120, no, so 120 that I gave to Mr. Tegico, that was the reading and the, $2 for each jam, but, so it was $10 per jar. So
Also,
we kept we kept back the $2 to donate it back, and the $10 or $8 is the money that.
yeah, that, okay.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
was the. I think
Okay,
the
so
jars we sold.
we'll figure that out, okay, so that we can, yeah, but I did gave Bernie already 180. And I think I have to get a receipt from her. And that Mr. Tedinko is always very, very accommodating. If we ask him anything, he will do it.
Okay, so, and what about the educational symposium?
Well, no, it's in the agenda. Yeah. So Martha, how much did you give them total?
$120.
120 minus the $70 that you made?
So, well, 120 minus, we got. So $98 was for the meeting. $98 was from the meeting and $22 was from the profit of the jam.
How much?
$22
For the jam?
for the jam and $98 was for the meeting.
Wow, with that. Okay. $120 total that we'll be giving. I mean, total, we're not counting the eggs if you're gonna donate that, but it's already 120 instead of 115. And so you have your receipt, and then so Erica and I will work out how to reimburse me and to give, also to pay for the. But honestly, I am so happy, like Mike said with the mayor, he will really accommodate us, and he did it right, man. Yeah. So that's my report. And Erica and I will figure out everything.
Okay.
You need a motion? For a new motion to accept the report, the value of the levy report.
Oh, I move that we accept report for value of the value of the levy.
I second. I,
Aye.
Okay, I see legislative policy, not here.
yeah. And you did send it out. I read it. You want to read it first? Okay, I received this ahead of time and then Erica sent it and I did reply to her that it's well written and I like it and I approve of it. So I want to make a motion that we approve this letter as written and, oh, did you already submit this?
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
I,
Thank you. You got to jump on that hopefully.
I know. Well, I know, at least we had a little time.
Yeah. They're trying, they're getting it.
Yeah, they're getting what we want. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. And you didn't pay attention or thank you for, yeah, straighten the bill. Yeah. It's very good.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go on to D, which is district operations. Carol?
I guess. Do you have a report for me there?
Well, this is this item we've been working on.
It's
The
done.
email?
Yeah. So we have the official government of Southern District at SGSWCD.com.gov. So we'll go ahead and work on announcing that to our partners.
So now we can access this?
Yes, I mean, we can all, I believe also you have the, all the directors have a government of one,
Okay.
but we can all access this Southern District. So we'll have a training day.
Okay.
Just on that, all these days in the near future.
Yeah.
We can go over.
I need to bring my laptop there, right?
Okay. Thank you. So we'll move on to number
6.
7.
6. Oh, double 6. Treasurer's report.
Treasury report.
Oh, 7, that's 7?
Yeah. Am I reading this right?
Yes.
Checking is 101. Lana, can I borrow from that? I don't have to go to the back.
Yeah, it looks good. Because we're frugal, we don't really, so. Okay.
You know what? I mean, I have to say this. Ang tanawin is at budget request, mag-iisip, that's the swap pinag. If I were a senator, I would question, why are you asking when you have so much money? I'm just saying, okay? I'm just being realistic because it's a lot of money. And we're requesting money from a place where they don't have.
So
Is there any way that we can redistribute that or do something?
So a lot of the is for the feral swine program, and that's about 50,000.
Yeah.
For this fiscal year, and also to continue. So technically, it's really half of that.
Yeah, it's almost like 75,000 maybe for,
for our.
So can we show it?
Yes, I've been working on putting together a clear way where we can create different funding accounts for our grants and agreements, and then also the swine program. Just because we don't want legal anymore now that we're getting a lot of bigger projects. We want to make sure we know which funding sources what and what our general fund.
We're still purchasing the traps, right?
Yes.
At least one.
Now, the trap, we have approved to take it out of with savings.
Not the income.
We know that out of this, it's 30,000 that we set aside for purchasing costs.
We have records to show that,
Yes.
so that you can indicate it here.
Yes.
That although, there's 130,000 has already been approved, allocated.
Encumbered, no?
Yeah.
That's what they call it, encumbered.
That way, it's really not 101 because you need to purchase those traps.
That is true.
And the contract that we have with them.
So the template that was first presented during budget and finance, this is how we kind of look. This is a new format that I was able to pull up. So this would be just for our general fund. We also have the actual total amount we have in our general fund. And then we'll have one that's strictly for feral swine, and then we'll have one that's strictly for grants and agreements. And it will show how much of this that we have in our account is
Encumbered.
I've been trying to find a really good, easy to understand form that we could be using, what template we could be using, what accounts we could be using. Small Business Development Center, they will be helping us with that, so we can have a more better way of accounting for this now that we're having more. Before it was easy.
Yes.
Kind of run an Excel, but now it's kind of like.
It's more complicated with the. So when you come back, you're still not back yet. When you get back. Yeah. Yeah. It has to show, because when they see, they said, we're not going to give you, you haven't spent it.
Yes, and we also.
But we need to encumber them.
We wanted to more grants and apply for bigger funding.
Yeah.
And we're going to So it worked for a little bit, but now we're going to step it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we each need to show which one is encumbered, yeah. Because we're getting richer.
For conservations. Okay.
Go to item number 8, which is old business. First one there, the vacant director position. Talk about that.
A working candidate.
When is the election?
Can we,
Isn't it just this year?
next year?
Oh, it's next, we still have another year?
Can we, I move that we hold this part to give us, does anybody have a recommendation? I don't. So can we just hold on this again until another time? So I move that we hold and carry it until the next, or maybe wait for the new fiscal year. Yes, anytime okay. So I move,
And remember that we just write the letter to the governor. She decides really who she's gonna appoint. It's not us.
No.
We're just recommending. Yeah,
but the governor never failed to accept the recommendation of the districts.
I don't know, but
But since we don't have
I know
anybody
that we
to
recommended
recommend,
Mike and we have Mike.
we are, You were recommended?
You didn't run? Hey, we're the ones that recommended him.
Who did you replace?
We didn't have to Benny Kumar or Brian.
There were the vacant and I think.
Oh, I saw.
No, Brian, I think Brian. Brian Longuero.
Oh,
Brian Longuero.
oh, I
Sorry.
really thought that you were elected.
I did.
The second.
No, we recommended him and the governor appointed him, but then you have to go to the legislature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's how. Okay, that's what I said.
Next year.
So, Mr. Chair, I really move that we put this on hold until another time when we have candidate, if any of us have any candidate.
She didn't put any sugar.
Okay.
It's just the bangles.
Thank you. Second. Carol?
Second, we're gonna table
I
it or what? Did you
Table,
say?
yeah, put it on
Table it?
hold, table it.
And D is DOD chair grant partnership. Approve the invoice, RCD.
Is that the one that Bob? Yeah. Do you need to ratify this or no need? Because. Oh, okay.
C is the USDA NRCS. Hold on. I didn't read.
Okay. Move to ratify that payment that was made to the UOG share grant partnership of the amount of $1,592.63. Yeah. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so back to C, the one long range plan.
Okay, just a quick report. As you know, we are currently working on developing the long range plan. We got this grant back in July of last year. So it's pretty much a 12-month grant. So we're coming at the last leg of the sign of our success. But there's a couple of things that need to happen. We need to host one more local working group meeting. And we're looking at hosting that at the end of September, around the week of September 20th. So if we can all kind of just block out that date or possible dates and let me know what date will work.
The what, the week of what?
September 20th. We were actually looking at having it as on September 20th.
Okay.
So that we can start informing our partners and putting out the invite. But the write-up of the long range plan is already complete.
Oh, nice.
Almost complete. Right now we're just finalizing it. So what will happen is it will be distributed to all the directors for review and then also to our partners.
So this is both districts and GACD, or just the two districts, just the district, okay. So September 20, okay.
So what we'll need to do is probably put together a long range framework of the 5 priority areas and then map out the goals, objectives, and the goals priority area. Now, what we need to do is pick what priority area we want to target for FY22. And that would be known as the targeted contribution proposal. Within RCS. So RCS will look at our long range plan and our targeted proposal of the priority area that we picked. And then they'll commit their funding. And we also bring some funding to the table too, for your impact. And that we will develop that more during the September 20th meeting. So our partners can also.
That's the same partner we've been having.
So yes, the local working group, we have it with Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, them, NRCS, yeah.
So we hold that once a year and at that meeting before we would pick where our priority areas are, what the resource concerns,
Yeah.
and NRCS will program their funding for that
Yeah.
fiscal year. So this is more defined way of moving the doodle
Yeah,
on continuity. It's the intended purpose of the grant.
yeah.
So what we're recommending is that directors and boards state priority resource area or concern we want to focus on, and then we'll let our
Yeah.
This is what we want to focus our efforts, and then also put together that way. So that way, there's not too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So that's it. So September 20th, and I know Dr. Wagner said that he's busy Monday. And we had a hard time trying to engage with him just because of, I guess, the schedule.
Yeah, we need him there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can have it for 21st.
So should I just put September 20th?
September 20th is for Monday. Free the Monday, but it's busy. And I don't know if we'll have the whole day there. I know it's kind of hard for our partners to stay the whole day, but it's just more day.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe you can talk to me. Probably an hour.
At least at the beginning, right, or middle part of the,
It might even just be half day. With a little more. Get a lot done.
but we don't have the time yet,
Not
nor the venue, nor the venue, right?
It's gonna be half day, yes, start in the morning.
I know, but she doesn't have the venue name where we're gonna have it.
You cannot use the NRCS.
Into your recommendations, we can have a budget and have it.
At the, like what we do.
Oh, okay.
Is what's in Sky gonna work on that?
Sky will be back on. Starting September 1st.
Go down to clinics, extra clinics. Have one that I don't think if I have clean one that I can use.
I haven't used it. Yeah, already. Good, great. So September 20, so we meet Bob there, no?
Yes.
So we'll do item D, the MACD, technical assistance round.
We're up to date with all of our reports on time. I'll provide a more in-depth.
This is not good, man. I kept using it. So long as we're up to date.
Yes, that's all. But I do want to share with you the numbers
Mm.
and the fact that our students is really interesting
Mhm.
to see how many,
You can have that. Oh,
you know,
wow, yeah. So that's what I'm
we
doing.
exceeded
Oh,
what we.
yeah.
Napapuno? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, item E, anything you want to do there?
Oh my gosh, that's a long one, right?
Okay, well, Glenn was gonna, I thought that you were gonna use it. You know,
So you want to table that till next time?
we can, but I just wanted to say that it was a pretty interesting couple of weeks up there.
Yeah, that was long.
With the acres, it was nothing. We learned a lot.
A lot of Amish, right?
And one thing I know, the host of that is an interesting guy to travel with.
Yeah.
Was it well attended
It was fun.
despite the
Pandemic?
pandemic? Was it well attended?
Yeah,
What?
the whole group, yeah.
Were there a lot of Amish people?
No, there was only one almost.
Really? Oh, because the one I attended in Chicago too, Bulala, it's all Amish. Very interesting, yeah.
But he sat right next to me, actually.
Mhm.
His wife, she was, she like, wow.
Mhm.
But we helped him. And, He came from,
Iowa. Iowa. Yeah,
I forgot. It's either Iowa or
Idaho.
Iowa. Illinois.
So you really think it's a good
It was
place?
good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, their practices, right? Falls in line with the soil and
Mhm.
so, yeah, there was a lot of, Glenn can elaborate more, he's
Yeah.
a scientist.
Yeah.
He's got that background.
I attended 2 of the acres and it's very interesting. Yeah.
And so they hosted, during the time of the year, right? So they set up a canopy outside the barn. After we conducted most of our class, the presentation were all conducted there.
Outside.
Yeah, under the canopy. One group was right there, the
Mm,
barn was right here.
Yeah.
And, so we did that, and whenever we needed to go, we went out to the field,
Wow.
dug up some area on the field, and we went to the other side. of the other
It's
field.
almost like hands-on kind of experience.
What is it? What do you call that?
Crop rotation,
The cover?
crop covers,
Cover crops, yeah.
cover crops.
You know, we used there, and,
Did they use hemp?
no,
Oh,
we had the whole thing. We even drove to other parts of this part, this whole area. Because this guy has multiple areas of farming. And, we did other things, he showed that one field that how after being not attended to or whatever, and the other one out.
oh,
You could see the differences, right? I mean, that went to one of the barns, all the equipment. And so the equipment that they use and how it's,
the cover crop is like, it provides nutrients back into the ground.
something that will bring something back.
Back, yeah, it provides the nutrients into the ground that you, after you're planting something, then you vacate that area, then you put cover crops and you move on. Then following year, you go back to that cover crop.
Yeah, it was pretty good, and one of the good things, the best thing there, they provided lunch on they provided dinner on the first day, and then the second day, it was a lunch. And everything that they had a caterer that lives there, and he sourced everything on the farm. In the surrounding farm.
Mhm.
So they got all the vegetables, everything from the local farm, organic farm and stuff. And they even they served pork. And it came from a farm.
From a ranch, yeah.
That
Wow.
it was all free range and, and this guy, the guy that owned that farm, he's a doctor, a medical doctor. And I guess he's maybe retired or something, but he bought his big farm and he has his family there, his students. So they all, that's what they started doing. So they
Wow.
were eating pork, like pork steaks and everything.
From there, yeah.
And it was all from that, yeah.
Oh,
Like organically raised pork. It was pretty good, actually.
yeah.
The next day, the nuts were also the same. Things that are made
That's just from the area.
just in the area farm. You know how we do it here, right?
Mhm.
You know, our fiestas are pretty much ours.
Mhm.
I remember. When me and my brother, right, we go to the jungle, go to the ocean, go to the river, and get all these naturally acquired things, right? Or people on the farm in the jungle. And majority of the food cooked.
Yeah,
Got the red rice and the fried chicken,
yeah,
but all the other stuff.
from the land.
Yeah. Even the desserts back in the early days in the 70s was, it wasn't like
Pedialyte.
pies from brown. It was like, tamales, yoga, things like that.
Ahu.
Yeah. We made our own, my mom, she made, the coconut, and it's all covered
Mhm.
spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's the kind of dessert.
When I went on a conference in California, and in fact, in the San Diego area, we went to a farm and this like 5 young men got together. They bought a land and they planted and they raised chicken, they raised cows, they raised sheep. And so they book people and they cook whatever is in the farm. And then they have this long table under a tree. And let me tell you, they said they have 2 years booking. Because people want to eat at the farm and knowing that it all came just from their area. And not only that, they ship sheep meat and even chicken and eggs and all that. And so they were making millions of dollars. Yeah, but it's something like that. People, any tourists, they like to eat.
The same concept. The Amish in Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
We went to it's a restaurant that they serve all their local produce and stuff. Everything just from the Amish farmers.
Yeah.
You know, the style, the cake was just all.
Yes, just it, yes.
And then they serve people down the line.
Yeah, it's like that.
The
There's,
chicken, they had
Yeah.
fried chicken, it was from their own
yeah,
chicken.
their eggs and all
Yeah,
that.
all the corn, everything.
That's why we don't have in Guam, maybe something that farmers could get together.
Well, like I said, we did do it, and, you know, it was an add-on. But we did it done. And, you know,
You have to get those
here
that
for at least
are side by
$100.
side.
Yeah, but I think it was Tom Camacho and Dr. Bob Barber. We used to, they had a grant. So we used to go to different farms and they buy all the produce from the farmers. And then we invite the chefs from the hotel, Hotel Restaurant Association. And they compete with,
Yeah, we did that there before.
yeah. And then we have a surprise, we have a surprise produce, people that they don't really know how to cook.
Yeah.
So then they, yeah.
But they don't know what it is until you give it to them.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's good to, maybe we can sponsor something like that
That's
again.
all that chef, the one they did at the hotel, you know, chefs.
Yeah, the Chef Association.
Yeah, the one that we used to do.
Yeah,
No.
Guam Chefs Association. I think.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
had, where
Yeah.
they did a certain item, one chef did it that night.
yeah.
One chef.
Oh,